place has the potential to be an incredible place between South Korea, if you think about it, and China. It's got tremendous potential, and I think he understands that, and he wants to do what's right. It's my honor today to address the people of the world following this very historic summit with Chairman Kim Jong-un of North Korea. Spent very intensive hours together, and I think most of you have gotten the signed document, or you will very shortly. It's very comprehensive. It's going to happen. I stand before you as an emissary of the American people to deliver a message of hope and vision and a message of peace. Let me begin by thanking our incredible hosts in Singapore, especially Prime Minister Lee.
Just get on with the peace. Get on with the peace talk.
This is a country of profound grace and beauty, and we send our warmest wishes to every citizen of Singapore who really made this visit so important and so pleasant, despite all of the work and all of the long hours. I also want to thank President Moon of South Korea. He's working hard. In fact, I'll be speaking to him right after we're finished.
Why wasn't Japanese Section 9 involved? Oh, that's what I call security force.
Just left our country.
Trust me, Major Mutuku Kusanagi would be very easy on the eye.
And for the world. Good man. And a very special person, President Xi of China, who has really closed up that border. Maybe a little bit less so over the last couple of months, but that's okay. But he really has, and he's a terrific person and a friend of mine, and really a great leader of his people. I want to thank them for their efforts to help us get to this very historic day. Most importantly, I want to thank Chairman Kim for taking the first bold step toward a bright new future for his people. Our unprecedented meeting, the first between an American president and a leader of North Korea, proves that real change is indeed possible. My meeting with Chairman Kim
would have been better if Captain Kirk doing the peace talks.
We got to know each other well.
Where's Captain Kirk?
In a confined period of time, under very strong circumstance. We're prepared to start a new history, and we're ready to write a new chapter between our nations. Nearly 70 years ago, think of that, 70 years ago, an extremely bloody conflict ravaged the Korean Peninsula. Countless people died in the conflict, including tens of thousands of brave Americans.
If you want to know more about it, please watch the television series MASH, starring Alan Alda. Then you know what the Korean War was like, and it was bloody.
The past does not have to define the future. Yesterday's conflict does not have to be tomorrow's war. And as history has proven over and over again, adversaries can indeed become friends. We can honor the sacrifice of our forefathers by replacing the horrors of battle with the blessings of peace. And that's what we're doing, and that's what we have done. There is no limit to what North Korea can achieve when it gives up its nuclear weapons and embraces commerce and engagement with the rest of the world that really wants to engage. Chairman Kim has before him an opportunity like no other to be remembered as the leader who ushered in a glorious new era of security and prosperity for his people. Chairman Kim and I just signed a joint statement in which he reaffirmed his
seriously, why wasn't Section 9 used for this?
Denuclearization of the
use that as your security force. I would.
We also agreed to
that'd be a hell of a lot better than the CIA. Heck, that'd be better than NCIS with Leroy Jeffrey Gibbs. Honestly, this group, if you have them as your security force, honestly, you'll be safe.
Never got it started, and therefore never got it done. Chairman Kim has told me that North Korea is already destroying a major missile engine testing site. That's not in your signed document. We agreed to that.
Does the CIA know this?
The agreement was signed. That's a big thing. for the missiles that they were testing. The site is going to be destroyed very soon. Today is the beginning of an arduous process. Our eyes are wide open, but peace is always worth the effort, especially in this case. This should have been done years ago. This should have been resolved a long time ago. But we're resolving it now. Chairman Kim has the chance to seize an incredible future for his people. Anyone can make war, but only the most courageous can make peace. The current state of affairs cannot endure forever. The people of Korea, North and South...
But you're willing to make a trade war with Europe and China? Yeah, good going for peace. Trade war with everyone else, but make peace with North Korea. Yeah, very clever.
Culture and destiny. But to realize their amazing destiny, to reunite their national family, the menace of nuclear weapons will now be removed. In the meantime, the sanctions will remain in effect. We dream of a future where all Koreans can live together in harmony, where families are reunited and hopes are reborn, and where the light of peace chases away the darkness of war. This bright future is within, and this is what's happening. It is right there. It's within our reach. It's going to be there. It's going to happen. People thought this could never take place. It is now taking place. It's a very great day. It's a very great moment in the history of the world.
Yes, and I dream of a united federation of planets. In the next 10 years we'll be exploring the great frontiers of space with great starships like Starship Enterprise, but like that's going to happen, mate.
So it's an honor to be with
Where's Alex Jones, the YouTuber? I bet you he's having a massive aneurysm from this.
Makes me feel very uncomfortable. But it is what it is. People understand that this is something very important to all of us, including yourselves and your families. So thank you very much for being here. We'll take some questions. Wow. That's a lot of questions. Go ahead. Sure, go ahead. NBC.
President, two questions.
Gotta be fake news if it's NBC. Fake news.
Today, Kim Jong-un, as you know, has killed family members, has starved his own people, is responsible for the death of other warriors. Why are you so comfortable calling him very talented?
Well, he is very talented. Anybody
I'm going to ask the only person's opinion really truly matters about this video. Hugo, what do you think? What do you think about world peace? What do you think? You're up for world peace? You're up for it? Do you like that idea? World peace? Yes? Yes, world peace? Do you like it? Do you think it's a wonderful day?
He's a very special person, and he will be for a long time in my life.
Ah, never mind. That's exactly how the world thinks of things. See? Now this dog here, Hugo, is the voice of reason. He is exactly what the world thinks of Trump. He is exactly what's... He is a good representation of what the world really thinks what's happening. He's had enough. He's not interested anymore. Good boy.
Special young man, and I have to say, special parents, special people. Otto did not die in vain. He had a lot to do with us being here today. Okay? Thank you very much.
President, that second question for you, sir, was on the security. Second question is on the security assurances you talked about in your statement. Can you be specific about what assurances you are willing to give to Kim Jong-un? Does that include reducing military capabilities? And just to follow up on your answer.
No, we're not reducing anything. We're not reducing. At some point...
a lie.
I used to say this during my campaign, as you know, probably better than most. I want to get our soldiers out. I want to bring our soldiers back home. We have right now 32,000 soldiers in South Korea.
Where's your armada?
And I'd like to be able to bring them back home, but that's not part of the equation right now. At some point, I hope it will be, but not right now. We will be stopping the war games, which will save us a tremendous amount of money, unless and until we see that the future negotiation is not going along like it should. But we'll be saving a tremendous amount of money. Plus, I think it's very provocative. Yes, John? Yes, John, go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were John Roberts. I looked at you. You looked much better, right?
Where's the Fox News team?
Mr. President.